Welcome back to my channel. I am Christy. I am so glad that you're here. So in today's casual Saturday video, which is what I've been referring to these like little Saturday videos as, if you're new here, I post on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Tuesday is usually a travel themed video, and Saturday's videos are whatever I feel like. So they kind of run the gamut. We talk about books, BTS, some reviews of different travel items. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so below. Okay, anyway, did you hear my ankle crack? Jeez, oh Pete's. I decided to make this little video today because I went to Austin, Texas about a week or two ago, and I was there for 6 days, and it was so hot out. I genuinely thought I was gonna die every time I went outside. It was my first time going to Austin, so I was so excited to be there, but I did feel like I had to majorly prep before the trip so that I was ready to face the heat. I live in North Carolina, so obviously it gets really hot here. It is consistently like in the 90s all of summer, and it does get decently humid. It kind of varies day to day, but it can get humid here. What I was really worried about in Texas is that it is hotter there. So just the like actual temperature is in the hundreds, plus obviously the real feel tends to be hotter. So I was online literally Googling, is it humid in Austin, Texas? Because obviously humidity plays a huge role in how comfortable you are in the heat. And a lot of people online, namely Reddit, were saying that if you were coming from a humid climate, then Austin would feel more dry to you. But if you're coming from somewhere like Phoenix, which is really dry, Austin would feel humid. So I was like, oh, beautiful. It's probably not gonna feel that humid to me, probably gonna feel dry. You guys, it was so hot and humid. As soon as I walked outside, I was drenched in sweat. So I wanted to make this video so that I could tell you the do's and don'ts of packing for Austin in the dead of summer. This video obviously can apply to any hot destination. If you're going somewhere super warm, this is obviously gonna fit that as well. But I did pack for this trip with it in mind that I was going to a city. So that's something important to note. So maybe this is more for if you're going to a city in the dead of summer and it's going to be hotter than the devil's armpit. Okay, let's jump into what I packed. I did try to pack very minimally because obviously traveling right now is like absolute chaos. The airports are filled to the brim. So I did not want to check a bag. So I did carry on, and I brought my trusty Foldie, which I did a video on, I'll link that above, as my personal item. Game changer. Let me show you really quick the suitcase that I brought and my Foldie so you can get an eye for what we're working with. Okay, please disregard how scratched and dirty it is, but this is my hard shell. Is it called hard shell? Hard case. Hard case Samsung carry-on bag. Did I just say Samsung? Am I okay? Samsonite? Oh my God. It is a Samsonite carry-on suitcase. It is a hard case. It does expand. It expands pretty wide, which is really nice. But I actually did not expand it for this trip coming back or going there because I had my Foldie. So this is what the bag looks like. Classic carry-on size. It was hard to pack for 6 days in this, but I did it. I'm very proud of myself. So like I said, I did use my Foldie as my personal item on the plane. On my way back, I did use this to put souvenirs in and like my dirty laundry and whatnot, a lot of other things. And I did expand it for the journey back, and it still counts as a personal item. I'm just zipping it so I can show you what it looked like when I was taking it on the plane there. And this is what it looks like when it is not expanded. And this is how I carried it on the way to Austin. So what did I put in here on the way to Austin to kind of help alleviate only having a carry-on bag for 6 days? I know to a lot of people that seems like you'd have plenty of space, but not for me. In my carry-on bag, I put my base container. This is the on-the-go essentials case. I had all of my skincare and liquid products in this. I do have a review for a few base products on my channel. Again, I will link that above and in the description. And I did use those little Amazon travel tubes that I also reviewed on my channel, and I will link that. But I used that for a lot of my skincare, and I put those and some small travel bottles in here, along with any liquid makeup, all went into this. This was in my personal bag. I brought 2 little purses. I had kept them in dust bags, and I put both of those in here. I had my book, my wallet, other carry-on essentials that I usually bring, like tissues, some sanitizing wipes, my little cosmetics bag that I like to keep with me at all times. I put that in here. That has things like a Tide pen, Advil, my allergy medicine, my lipsticks that I brought on the trip, things like that I also kept in here. So this was huge because this does have a trolley pass-through. So I literally just chucked this on my bag, and that is how I brought this with me as my personal item. So highly, highly recommend this bag. I mean, I literally love this bag. They did send this to me, but I've used it so many times, and I'm going on a trip at the end of August, and I am absolutely gonna use this as my personal item. It is the best thing ever. Like I said, when I was coming home, I expanded it and I put a bag of dirty laundry in here, both of the purses that I originally brought, a book, a sweatshirt, my liquids case, and I think a few other things, and it all fit in here, and it made it so that I could put any little souvenirs that I got into my actual carry-on bag, and it was a game changer. So highly recommend this. Again, this is not sponsored or anything. They did send me this for the original video I did, but I love it. It's the best. It literally can fold down into this pocket. So if you want to ever bring this on a trip and not use it as your personal item, like going on a trip, you can pack it in your suitcase in this tiny little thing. Anyway, I have a whole video about it, so you guys can go check it out. Before we jump into like the clothes that I brought, I'm going to touch on some of the accessories and the makeup that I brought. One moment, please. So I did bring a swimsuit and a cover-up. I brought a pajama shirt and sweatpants. Those things I am not showing in this video because it's not that relevant. But I did bring those things. So a bathing suit, a cover-up, because we're going to Barton Springs. Which, by the way, I am gonna do like a little video of our time in Austin. I think it's mostly gonna be like food and coffee based, little vlog of the food that we ate because everything was incredible. But that will be coming in a few weeks. I brought one pair of white sneakers that kind of went with everything that I packed. I wore those on the plane and packed like a nicer pair of brown sandals. And then as far as accessories go, besides that, I obviously brought some jewelry, and I brought a hat. One, because I knew we were going to be outside, and two, because when it is so hot out and the sun is so strong, I'm very fair, so I burn really easily. I really like to have a hat with me so that I can not get my scalp burned off. I searched high and low for a cute hat. I feel like I'm not a hat person. I feel like you have to be pretty effortless to be a hat person, and it just doesn't fit me style-wise, but I ended up loving this hat. I actually got this off of Amazon, so I'll link it below. And it is from a company called Wallaroo, which I think is an Australian company. And obviously with this little bun, this is not gonna look cute, but it kind of has like a little French girl vibe, and I really like it. Like, I live in the French countryside. Obviously it doesn't look that good right now because I got my bun, but it is really cute. What I like about it is that it actually folds up like really nicely, but still holds its shape, even here on the brim, which I really, really like. Also, these strings are so that you can tie it tighter on your head and actually adjust the size a little bit, which again is really nice. When I packed this, I put this in my carry-on like this, upside down, and I put things in the middle here, and then I kind of rolled up t-shirts that I had packed and put them along here to kind of stabilize it, and it worked perfectly. It didn't take up really any space, so I loved that. Something that I bought for this trip that I really didn't end up needing was this little handheld fan. It is also from Amazon. I will link it below. It is pink. The little top of it looks like a bear, which is really cute. A little bear face, if you will. It is rechargeable. You can actually use this to charge your phone in a pinch, which I really liked. It has 2 speeds. Here is 1. There is 2. And like right now, this feels phenomenal, and I've actually been using this around the Raleigh area when I've been out and about, and I've actually been using it when I get ready because I get really heated when I do my hair. So I'll sometimes use this to cool down, or if I use setting spray on my makeup, I will also use this. But I found that using this when I was in Austin actually really didn't do anything because it was so hot that the air that this was blowing on me was just hot air. It was not cool air, it was just hot air. So I don't necessarily think this is a necessity for the trip, but I think if you were going somewhere hot that wasn't super humid, this could be a great option. I'll link this. This again is on Amazon. It comes in different colors, but yeah, I don't necessarily think it's good for a hot, humid place. But I do think that it would be nice if you were going somewhere not as humid, where you actually would have like a little cool breeze. Very nice. When I was packing makeup for this trip, I wanted to pack makeup very minimally because When it is super hot out, I do not like to do a full face of makeup. I hate the feeling of sweating with makeup on. And I generally don't use foundation. I really like tinted moisturizers if I'm gonna use a face product, so that is what I brought with me. I limited all of my makeup to this little pouch that I got from the travel section of Target. I did bring tinted moisturizer, like I said, but I actually did not even end up using it. I absolutely could have left that at home. Again, I hate the feeling of sweating with makeup on, so I really did not need to bring that. I did bring my powdered bronzer, and again, I barely used that because, again, don't like sweating in it. The two products that I absolutely loved though on this trip that I've been loving lately are this Pixie On The Glow blush. This is absolutely stunning. A part of me wants to gatekeep this, but I will not because everyone deserves to see how beautiful this is. So this blush is so beautiful. I have it in the color Fleur, and basically you take it out, it kind of looks like deodorant, but that is the color. It is the most beautiful pink color, you guys. I am literally obsessed with it. I apply this just like right here on my cheeks and tap it in with my finger. It puts a glow on your skin that I have not seen with any other product. It is the most natural, beautiful glow. I cannot even begin to describe it. It is not like a highlighter look. It just looks so natural and so beautiful. Like the first time I used it, I was like, okay, yeah, this is really pretty. And then when I was out and about, I like opened my car mirror to like check my situation. My skin was glowing. Like I looked radiant. So I absolutely love this. I will link this below. It does come in other colors. Highly, highly recommend this. Plus, I love a cream product when it's really hot out, and this was perfect to wear in Austin. A lot of the time I just wore this, maybe a tiny bit of concealer, if that, a little something in the brows and mascara, and called it a day because it was truly so hot. Since I was wearing a little makeup, and you know, obviously if you're gonna wear makeup while in Austin, you're definitely going to need to set it. So I picked this up from Sephora before I left on my trip. It is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. This stuff locks your makeup in like no other. Obviously this is a cult classic for a reason. I feel like this has been popular for so long. Highly, highly recommend buying this or something similar with great reviews so that your makeup actually lasts as you're sweating it all off. Now, let's get into the clothes portion of this. Let's take a little walk, shall we? So in life, I do not have a minimalist wardrobe. I also do not do a capsule wardrobe, never have. Would love to, but just haven't. But for this trip, since I was only taking a carry-on, I really wanted to limit what I was bringing, so I wanted everything to work together. So for my main core outfits, I brought these two pair of shorts. One is just like a slightly high-waisted black short from H&M. These are so comfortable. I just got these. They also come in tan. I want to get them. They are literally so cute and flattering. They are so comfortable to wear. I'm obsessed. I also brought a pair of denim shorts. These are from Abercrombie. These were so comfortable, so cute. I also brought two different white tank tops. So I brought this one white linen cropped tank. The Airbnb luckily had a little like steamer situation because linen wrinkles really easily, but linen is by far like the lightest thing to wear when it's that hot out. So I ended up wearing this a bunch. I absolutely love this. And then I also brought this white crop top from Abercrombie. This is definitely more fitted. I really only wear this with things that are like high-waisted and usually a little covered just because I feel way more exposed in this. But again, this is a great layering piece, or if you want to wear this on your own, obviously you totally can. So I had these two options with these two shorts, and then I brought these two button-ups to wear over them. To some people that might seem counterintuitive to be wearing like a long sleeve when it's so hot out, but I find that I really feel better when it's super sunny and hot out to have a little cover up so that it doesn't feel like my skin's burning off. So I especially love this one from H&M. I got this a couple years ago. This is 100% cotton, so I just love the feel of this, and it is really breathable while also keeping my skin safe from the sun. Really like that. I also have this one from Target. This one isn't as soft. This one is 98% cotton, so this one has a slightly different feel than this one, but I still really enjoy wearing this one as well. So obviously all of these items work together and can be interchanged, and with my cute little hat, I don't know, it's a cute little vibe. And then obviously I brought white sneakers, so it went with all of these. And then I brought nicer brown sandals that looked really good with all of these as well. The next items that I brought on the trip were two t-shirts and a couple pairs of bike shorts. So I really like wearing bike shorts casually, so I kind of had thought that I would bring like a nice oversized t-shirt and bike shorts if we wanted to run out and get coffee or something first thing in the morning before getting ready. If we were gonna go on a little hike or anything like that, lol, in this heat, in this economy, who would? But that's why I brought this cute little like oversized t-shirt and some bike shorts, and that ended up being a great choice because a lot of the times in the morning we would want to go grab something to eat or a coffee before getting ready for the day and before starting our day. So that was a good call. I also brought this t-shirt. It's my man, it's my boo. I brought this to wear casually, but I also brought this to wear with the black or denim shorts. And I actually wore this with the black shorts, but I tied it up so it was more of like a cropped situation, and it was really cute. Really liked it. Was really glad I brought this for a more casual outfit with my actual shorts, not bike shorts. The last category of clothes that I brought were dresses. So I wore this simple little black t-shirt dress on the plane, there and back. I wore this on the plane. So this was a great comfy option for that. I also wanted to bring this just as a neutral dress option in case I wanted to throw this on at any point during the trip. I brought this black polka dotted wrap dress from Abercrombie. Super cute. It's kind of a midi length. Really love that. And then I brought this adorable purple dress from Target. While we were on the trip, it was my friend's birthday, so I knew we were gonna go out to dinner for that, so I wanted a fun dress to wear for that. So I picked this one. It's purple with this really cute like pink running through it. Absolutely love this dress. It is so cute. I definitely wore this for a couple dinners during our trip. It was absolutely a great choice to bring this. However, I kind of wish I wouldn't have brought this because I did not wear this at all on the trip. With it being so hot out, it just felt so much more comfortable to wear like the shorts and shirt options that I brought. So I actually did not wear this. So this probably could have stayed at home, even though it did feel like a good choice to have an extra dress. This one probably could have stayed at home. So to wrap this up, since I've shared a little bit of the capsule that I brought for a super hot weather trip, a couple things that I wish I would have brought or things that I should have probably left at home. So I should have brought comfy sandals for Barton Springs. Like I said, I only brought white sneakers and then my nicer brown leather sandals. And I really wish I would have brought like my little like rubber Birkenstocks or my Tevas or something like that for when we went to Barton Springs, just because I didn't really know what the situation was there. I didn't realize like you're kind of walking through grass and dirt when you're not actually in the water. So I really wish I would have brought shoes for that occasion. I did end up buying flip-flops from Target while we were there because the floors of our Airbnb were actually not like super clean. The rest of our Airbnb like was really clean, but for some reason the floors weren't. We both kept getting grossed out that our feet were dirty from walking around in the Airbnb. So the first night we went to Target and got cheap flip-flops to wear around. But I did not want to wear those then to Barton Springs. So I just wish that I would have brought like a pair of flip-flops from home or something like that. Like I said, I shouldn't have brought the extra dress. The one I flew in plus my purple like fun dress were plenty. I did not need to bring a third dress. So in my personal item on the plane, I brought the book that I was currently reading. I was finishing that book up, so I did bring an extra book in my suitcase because I always do that. I don't know why. I shouldn't have done it though because I literally finished the book that I was reading as the plane was landing back in Raleigh at the end of the trip. So I did not need to bring another book. I finished the one that I had brought and was already reading. Plus, we went to an adorable local bookstore in Austin called Book People, and obviously I lost my mind there and lost myself there and bought a bunch of books there. And yeah, so did not need to bring that extra book from home. Could have left it at home 1000%. Note to future Christy, listen to this please. Listen to this video. Listen to your past self. Don't bring the extra book. You don't need it, girl. Just stop. Thanks. Like I said, I didn't need the handheld fan, at least for this trip. I could see myself using it on other trips to other destinations, but it was too hot and humid there. It was just blowing hot air in my face. And then the last thing is that I was so thrilled that I used the Foldie as my personal item. I did buy souvenirs for myself, my husband, and my family on the trip, so it was so nice to be able to expand the bottom of the Foldie and put a bunch of stuff in that bag as my personal item to accommodate my souvenirs that I bought while on the trip. I am obsessed with that bag. I literally cannot sing its praises enough. I will be taking it on all trips going forward. So yeah, absolutely love it. It was a great choice. So that is what I packed for a 6-day trip to Austin, Texas in the dead of summer. I really hope that this is helpful for you. I hope it helps you visualize what a little capsule wardrobe could look like when you're going somewhere super hot. In my opinion, less is more. Obviously it makes a huge difference if you're staying at an Airbnb that has laundry, that will make a huge difference for you. Our Airbnb did not have laundry. So honestly, I was already thinking like worst case scenario is I can like kind of wash something in the sink and let it dry out on a day that I'm not wearing it. But honestly, that didn't really end up being a problem. I was able to cycle through all the clothes that I brought without really worrying about things being too like gross and sweaty and dirty. So it actually worked out really well. Another thing that really helped in a city like Austin is that it is a very car city. Like, you kind of need a car to get around in Austin. So since we rented a car, we were able to kind of find a little respite in the car's air conditioning in between like driving around to different areas. So that was really nice. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so below. It really does help me out. Thank you so much for being here as always. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.